Hey everybody, here with the new video idea. So I love ripping people off. It's the coolest thing in the world. I'm coming to you with a fresh idea. So obviously you've been keeping up to date on my channel as well as just general gaming news. You know that the Switch 2 is on the way. Like it comes out in basically a month. Well, a month like in a week. That's besides the point. So one of the big things that they announced at that direct were Switch 2 versions of games. You know, some of the best selling things, Breath of the Wild 2, Kirby. We getting specialized upgrade versions, sort of like certain games got in PlayStation 5, like GTA 5, did something like that. Anyways, those games. So, Nintendo's doing a very similar thing. So, what I decided to do is make myself a little tier list of. I got this tier list here. I didn't make this. Shout out to whoever the hell made this. But it is every Nintendo Switch exclusive game. That we just go through them, put them on plausibility. We have basically locked in for like they'd be stupid not to do it. They're Nintendo, they like being stupid, but no. The full edition candidate, it's pretty likely, but the occasional offhand circumstance might like for that might they might decide against it. Uh Either or, you know, it seems pretty self-explanatory. It could go one way, it could go the other. Free patch, which is, I guess I should explain. So sort of two rungs to this thing. As best I understand it, there's not a native performance boost because supposedly they're emulating the original Switch on Switch 2 for backwards compatibility. I have no idea. I mean, it's what they did on Wii U, so. At the same time, Wii U had native performance boosts, so who knows? But they've made an explicit mention that certain games are getting patches that boost performance and make use of certain Switch 2 features. So that's what that tier is for. You know, games that really don't need much, just a little something. Then we have the nothing tier for I think games that are just being completely abandoned. And then we have the already confirmed tier, which we can start off right here. Clubhouse Games is already confirmed be getting a free patch, so we just don't even need to talk about it. Anyway, speaking of things not worth talking about, 1-2 Switch. Now I'm slotting it in right here for a reason. Well, I mean, A, it didn't sell that well. B, there's a lot of IR camera and HD rumble use. I honestly don't remember if the Switch 2 Joy-Cons have HD rumble, but I'm just gonna like assume, but they definitely don't have the IR camera. 1-2 Switch likes that a lot, so I feel like they'd have to go through a lot of work for 1-2 Switch to make that like a reasonable thing for them to be able to do on Switch 2. Like I know you're supposed to be able to connect Switch 1 Joy-Cons to it, but it's not really a Switch 2 edition at that point too. Like if you have to own the previous console to be able to play all of it. Like you get what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think 1-2 Switch is it's being thrown in the dustbin of history. Next up we have Age of Calamity. Probably a free patch. If I had to guess, because they already announced another Hyrule's Warrior. I'm tempted to put it to nothing, honestly. Because like they're literally making another Hyrule Warriors game. But it would probably be good business or something to give this a little boost. It's a Warriors game. More frame rates, more things you get to blow up on screen. Yeah, that's always cool. All right, boy, we are doing a straight line, putting Animal Crossing in the middle. Maybe right here. That might seem sacrilege to not put it in the locked in tier, considering it's like the fifth best selling Switch game. But I definitely want to be out of it. It's not gonna get a free patch. If they're doing anything with New Horizons, it's gonna be a big content upgrade. You know, storing and stuff from past. I feel like they're doing Animal Crossing. They're doing the full edition. You integrated a game chat, more cosmetics, more events, whatever. And not a huge Animal Crossing. I don't know what they do for updates in that game. Despite watching like 9 Nintendo Directs where they kept talking about it. But if they have another Animal Crossing coming out soon, I don't know the chances of that. Like, I feel it's very plausible that they created all these social features. They're like, we have this incredibly social video game. We released it during a time where people were like using it as a social gathering, basically. So, yeah, like I don't think in that scenario, it would make a lot of sense for them to not do anything with it. New Horizons. I guess at that point, maybe it's free patch like Age of Calamity, but I have no idea. Arms. That is Arms. I don't want to hate on Arms. To be honest, I've played Arms when they did that like free demo or whatever. I kind of had fun with it, but it is an incredibly empty game. Okay, I gotta be realistic. As nice as I want to be to Arms, I don't really know what the point. Like, it's not like it runs poorly. It's a launch Switch game. Like, I just don't know what they would do with it for even a free patch, really. If you had a DLC to Arms, you're basically just like you have to make it Arms 2 for it to feel like any substantial upgrade. Maybe just do that. I have no idea. Probably not, but you never know. Astral Chain is a platinum title, so like they don't really have control over that. I guess a free patch. I said, yeah, let's say free patch. I don't know if platinum would care. Um, look at this. Box Boy and Box Girl. Probably nothing. I'm pretty sure that game's a port already. It's like it runs bad. I would say the same thing about brain training. Yeah, I don't know. I should have looked at the already announced games. Maybe it was Brain Age. Yeah, okay, it was Big Brain Academy. So I'm inclined to put that there. Like it was one game, it's Big Brain Academy. Alright, Bravely Default 2. I'm gonna put this here. I actually felt these categories. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there is. Well, actually, let me just remastered. There it is. Yeah, it's a launch title for the Switch too. So for Bravely Default 2, either or. This is a Square Enix game. They love re-releasing shit. I can see them, like, it could be whatever. Zelda is already confirmed. Cadence of Hyrule. Hmm. No, that's Rift of the Necrodancer. This is something. I probably gonna put this in nothing for Orm's like reasons of like. Okay, yes, okay, please go in front. These are numerical order for a reason. But like the reason of I don't know what you do with that. Captain Toad's confirmed for a free update, so I don't need to talk about that. Deus Machina. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on with Deus Machina. This on like PlayStation 5. I'm pretty sure I have this on Epic Games. Yeah, I can only play this on my computer right now. So like probably I guess I could put in free patch with out of my life shot. I'm sure they could wrangle the devs for that back in this we don't need to talk about that. Sure DC superhero girl again that could ran on like an Xbox 360. I think it's safe to say it won't be touched. Okay, three houses. Hmm. I'm gonna jump the gun, put Fire Emblem Warriors in free patch. Um, on similar basis. Hyrule Warriors. Maybe they just do a clean sweep. Nintendo brings them in like, hey, can you buff up Age of Calamity? And it's like, let's do all your games, whatever. We don't care. We're Team Ninja. Um, isn't there a Hyrule Warriors on Switch? Like the base one. Where is it? It's not here. Oh, I guess because it's too much of a re-release. It is a second Fire Emblem Warriors. Oh Christ! This changed that. No, no, I refuse. I refuse to think about this. I'm gonna put this. Hey, I'll put it back. Does Fire Emblem do DLC? The three houses get DLC? Hold on. Okay, well, there's downloadable content somewhere. Um, I figured they wouldn't want to touch their like 2018 Fire Emblem game. You can put in either or. I feel like it either gets a full edition or it gets nothing. Kind of like I don't. Oh wait, no. Okay, I don't remember my own category. Oh my god. Anyways, what I was trying to say is like Animal Crossing, is I moved it up. If they have a new Fire Emblem, probably not gonna do anything with it. But otherwise, who knows? I mean, it's not like Fire Emblems replace each other, but I just figured they would want to focus on a new game if they were making one. Alright, the fitness boxing games. I'm gonna put Flip Wars here too, because again, I don't even know what these would do. Able to Garage is confirmed to have a free update. Probably use the mouse mode, which is nice for their coding video game. Uh, what story? Yeah, put most of these eShop games down here. I think on the principle that they're already pretty small. So, like, yeah, it's not better to iterate on them. Like, if they're doing good job, new content, it's an eShop game. Just make another one. So, I like, no, no to Kurt Fighters as well. That was an eShop game, I'm not being fooled. As for Star Allies, I think I'm gonna go free patch. I feel like this gets anything. It'd be that. But it's ancient. You know, the new Kirby's already confirmed to be getting new stuff. Uh, Labos look at Super now because these are pretty much incompatible with Switch One. Like, look at the Labo VR right there. You literally can't even use it. It is Switch One sized. There's nothing you can do. This has a free version. I no, they did do Luigi's Mansion 3 DLC. It was like the online mode DLC, but I consider that good enough for me. Okay. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Uh, you can think about it this way. Probably know the first one, maybe the second one. So I'll do this. I don't think the Olympics canceled the license to Mario and Sonic, so I don't even know if they could re-release that. Um, considering how little DLC this game got, I'm gonna put this in free patch. I try to probably something similar. I mean, it's launching with the new Mario Kart game. I feel like at best what they did for the old one is mild to performance thing. Maybe they have game chat. Who knows? But I imagine you could just game chat any game, really. Or I'm thinking integrated game chat, but I don't even know if they do that. They might. They might. I mean, they already did a massive way for DLC this game. They're not gonna. When the new Mario Kart's on the way, they're not adding another set of DLC on this port of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, no, no, they're not. You know what? No, at least get the free patch. This will probably get nothing back because they don't release that. Mario Tennis Aces. Um, probably free patch. I know very old, but I feel like it's just fairly simple in terms of game development, anyways. To do the move. I don't know what that means. Just quick port jump. Yeah, just touch up some textures. Call it lunch break. Okay, I can't imagine mouse mode do anything impactful from Mario Tennis Aces. That's a bit demeaning to the Switch too, but like, my brain's not thinking about it. I'm moving on to Mario Party. There's already a confirmed one for the newer Mario Party, and this is a game re-releases, so it's not like they can really like it's a compilation Mario Party. It's the top 100 if they knew what they were doing. Like, how could you? It would just be the DLC the game never got of porting more old stages and mini games. I feel like it's the only reasonable thing you could do for that game. And it's been like 4 years, probably 5 years. I time to think the version would actually come out. So, what the hell would the point of that be? Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Probably not. Again, Marvel third party license involved. I don't know how that works. Metroid Dread, probably free patch. I mean, there's no reason not to do free performance boosts for games. What I think my philosophy is going to be, but I don't know what they would add to Metroid DLC for Metroid video games. It's a bit tricky. Monster Hunter Rise, probably free patch. Capcom seemed easy enough to work with. I really even know what this is. I'm just gonna say no because I'm a hater. Um, No More Heroes 3, probably free patch. Doesn't that game kind of look bad? Hmm, I don't know. I've never played it. There's a lot. I'm speaking without experience in a lot of these games. I'm gonna say either or. Either or seems reasonable for No More Heroes. Not exactly sure what an upgrade would include, or if they'd want to do one. Seem to care more about Bayonetta than No More Heroes these days, so where they want with their life. Um, Octopath, I'm gonna say no for the reason that Square Enix loves re-releasing shit for no reason, and they just do like a full remaster of the game. If that makes sense. Has Octopath released on other things? No, it's on Steam. They released it for Google Stadia. What the hell is their problem? Oh, there's a PlayStation version that came out 1 year ago. Okay. Um, we're gonna move it to other. Alrighty then. They can do whatever they want. Pac-Man 99, it literally doesn't even exist anymore. Gonna have to get it out the not counting field. Yeah, it's kind of funny that they put that. Well, I mean, it makes sense. That's not what this tier list is built for. So there's games that no longer exist, like Mario 35 down here. They killed my goat. It was fucked up. I can't. I mean, like I get it. Oh, it's the 35th Mario anniversary thing. It would be weird to have Mario 35 available to play in 2023 of the 38th year of Mario. But it's Mario's 40th anniversary. I didn't think about this. When did Mario 35 come out? 2020? I mean, October 2020. When did this start? September to March 21st. Oh, so okay. I think we're getting 40th anniversary Mario stuff this year. Could be wrong. Hands tied on this one, but I choose to believe that. Origami King, definitely free patch. Paper Mario is not a very DLC type game. I mean, same thing for Pikmin 3. There's already a port. Yeah. Okay. The Pokemons. This is most of them for Scarlet and Violet for some reason. They are down here for reasons beyond me. I was gonna say that maybe they're alphabetized, but Sword and Shield is right here, and these are down here. Like they're also cutting the Pokemon out of it. So I don't know. Maybe these are in release order? But that can't be right because the Pokemon are down here. These are in release order, I think. I don't know if Fire Emblem Engage would be between the two Pokemon then. No way those came out on the same day. But who knows? Alright, so here's my Pokemon philosophy, right? Follow along with me. Here's my philosophy. Pokemon, very forward moving company and game franchise. You know, we're getting like Legends ZA and Scarlet and Violet are confirmed to have boosts. Sword and Shield at this point, like 2018, ancient ass games. Like there's only one generation of Pokemon in like 7 odd years between the thing getting like a spin-off at this point, which is like what really old Pokemon games get, and the thing and Sword and Shield. Like there's just a Gen 7 between those two. So I don't know, man. I am putting heavy doubt on the concept of this get anything. It's a free patch, like at best, but nah. Uh, Probably not Mystery Dungeon either. The Pokemon Snap and free patch just like because. But this like I don't know, I feel like most remasters probably wouldn't get much. I know I put Pikmin 3 Deluxe up there, uh, but I stand by that opinion. Wait, mouse for Pikmin. Oh my god, of course mouse for Pikmin. What am I, stupid? What am I, dumb? Never mind, the most obvious decision in the world. Of course it's gonna get a free patch. I don't know Ring Fit, I don't even think. Wouldn't they have to like redo the leg straps? I don't even know how those work, to be honest. It's possible that the Switch 2 can't even do the ring anymore, or the little foot strap you use. I certainly wouldn't fit in the old molds because they're different size Joy Cons. Yeah, I'm probably not ring fit. I mean, Stick Clip seems like it'd be an easy game to update, but what you do with it, I don't know. No, we eShop policy. It's because of like the one eShop game coolest. Like I'm demoting stretchers to nothing instantly. Right here. I don't know what the hell that Splatoon 2 did that. But yeah, no. And Splatoon 2 is there because Splatoon 3 is the newer Splatoon. Splatoon games are largely iterative. Man, it's not getting nothing. Splatoon 3 is literally Splatoon 2, but better. It's not happening. Bomberman R. Was there a Bomberman R2? I know the answer to that is yes, but it was in the Switch exclusive. Um, I don't know. I don't feel like Konami would care. I mean, maybe they would. I could see them putting their new Metal Gear 3 Delta or whatever it is on Switch 2. We can just move the 3DS game here along forward. This is confirmed. I'm gonna put this in free patch. Reason being, A, this game stopped receiving DLC in 2019. B, it's Mario Maker, it's Splatoon. You might as well just put out a new Mario Maker. Like, yes, being able to do mouse control to be able to actually build levels in Mario Maker 2 is awesome. It would be a great idea. I don't know what the follow up to that sentence is. No, they're not doing any new content for it. That is just I would consider that strictly off the table. If they're doing any of that, they're doing it to make a Mario Maker 3. You know, get back some of the press Mario Maker 2 completely squandered. Well, Nintendo squandered on Mario Maker 2, but you know what I'm saying. This game's also not real anymore. Mario Odyssey was confirmed to having a bonus patch. This is an even older Mario Party than the other one. They already made a Switch 2, like they already made a Switch 2 showcase mode in an original Mario Party. This one's not an original Mario Party, so there's even less of a chance. But this is also just the older game, so there's nothing to talk about here. All right, Smash Bros. I feel like it was in Patchland. Like I don't know what's going on with Smash, or what's going to be going on with Smash, I should say, for Switch 2. But Sakurai's busy directing Kirby Air Ride, so I'm assuming if they're moving forward on anything Smash like, we're gonna have to wait a bit for Kirby to actually release. I mean, I imagine coordinating Kirby Air Ride sequels significantly easier than making a Smash Brothers. So, but I don't think a deluxe edition is releasing with like new characters rather, unless like Smash 6 is really far away, like preposterously far away. Uh, but I feel like Nintendo will not wait that long to release Smash Bros. It's coming out by like year 3 at the latest. Sushi Striker, I don't think they care anymore. Tetris. What would you do to update Tetris? But no, it's just an eShop game. Move on my eShop policy of that they work basically the same. Or get it together. Um, I guess repatch. Again, some reason not to. This is an old game. It's a Wii game. Re-release. Xenoblade 2 there. I mean, Xenoblade, both all Xenoblade titles really. I'm pretty sure the definitive edition even got more stuff in it. Get a lot of DLC as it is. So, you know, eh. Yeah, I'm gonna put Joshi and SMT5 up there. I mean, who knows? Maybe Atlas is like okay. Yeah, they probably don't need Atlas's permission even to upscale a video game. No, Gen 4, no. I mean, it's look bad, but that's because of the visual direction that they chose, not because the game isn't good. This is already confirmed to be getting an update. Make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I did not. Uh, wrote all this together. Oh, this person did not include the Link's Awakening remake. Weird. Okay. RCS definitely could use the patch, I'll tell you that much. But they're making a new Pokemon Legends game that has a confirmed Switch 2 edition. So I'm gonna say that not doing much with that. Triangle strategy. Maybe I just put every one of these up here. It's every Square Enix game. They're a complete mixed bag. I don't know what to do. Strictly Battle League. I think most of the sports games go here. Warriors. Confirmed. I like not speed run here. I mean, like they could in theory, but I don't know. I consider the games overpriced as they are. So trying to make me pay 80 to like If Nintendo's truly pricing by value, the prices of this game should be going down. They're not gonna release Switch 2 editions, more stuff in them. No, they're just gonna leave them to fester as the $20 bargain games. They're destined to be. I'm just saying they already pretty much had those updates discontinued, right? I play Switch Sports. You think I care? I care. I think I'm stupid, Nintendo. You put three tennises in the same game and expect me to? Yes, I'll pay $60 for that. So just tell them I can pay 80. Okay, and Fire Emblem. I mean, I already have all the other Warriors type games up here. I mean, maybe if they update Three Houses, this also gets updated with like the new content that's in Three Houses afterwards. I'm gonna put it in. I'll put it in either or then, because like this getting a patch would be contingent on this getting it. Switch 2 edition. I don't patch. If this has a Switch 2 edition, this one might. So because it's double contingency, I'm putting it either or. Xenoblade 3, I can see this getting deals. I can see this getting something next year. The game already has DLC and came like 3 years ago at this point. But I can see it. Same way Splatoon 2. Splatoon something. You know what? Okay, I've actually realized I've used this tier for anything. Oh, alright, Korean eShop game, we could do it all that way. Um, Bayo 3, probably free patch. I think that's the reason Astral Chain is. Yeah, I mean, they're both Platinum games, I don't think Platinum cares much for DS. Sparks of Hope, and I gotta put this down here. I think Ubisoft's currently going too bankrupt for them to be able to be invested in the original Kingdom Battle. I guess I could put them both up here, but I don't care, man. Alright, this is confirmed to be having a version. This is also confirmed to be having a version. Fire Emblem Engage. I guess could be either or. I mean, it probably got DLC, even though I think it sold worse than Three Houses. This one's funny. The main character has Nintendo Switch hair. I think people liked Engage that much. And hedge my bets in the Bayonetta spin-off getting nothing. You were confirmed. Alright, never mind. Guys, Pikmin stays winning. Pikmin stays winning, baby. Okay. No, that's too biased. Yeah, I'm just gonna straight up delete this row. I've reflected. I have thought about it. I don't have the confidence for anything on that. I feel like any of the really obvious things are down here. Obviously, they're going to capitalize on Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom already isn't one of the greatest. Um, I I don't even know enough about 1-2 Switch to be able to even comment on everybody 1-2 Switch. This is basically a 3DS game. Ooh, you know, I'm shooting this straight up. This is also port. I'm going a little fast. My thought process. Pikmin, as I said about 3 Deluxe, it is an RTS game. The controlling of the mouse, easy selling point. Easy selling. And Pikmin 4 never got DLC. And they have stuff like the Dandori battles, Dandori stages and all that. Like there are things that they could like DLC for the game seems relatively simple. Maybe they just tack on an extra area. I mean, there's barely even a map for the Pikmin 4. I could very well see they slide in a little extra something to Pikmin. I mean, they did the same thing for Pikmin 3 Deluxe. That extra difficulty modes. No, Ultra Spice is right. Yeah. They had normal and hard, and normal was an easier version, and hard was the release Wii U version. But there was an extra difficulty with Pikmin 3. They moved some cutscenes around a website or something. They made like a little side mode for Pikmin 3 Deluxe. And maybe they had extra bingo battle stages. I have no idea. But the point being, Pikmin, I feel like it's pretty easy to work with. Hell, they could add bingo battle of Pikmin 4 if they really wanted to. Yeah, do stuff like that. Extra challenge stages, extra Dandori stages, extra Dandori arenas. You know what I'm saying? I feel like pretty easy to slide something extra in Pikmin. For some reason, they've not bothered to do it. This entire area scrapped from Pikmin 3. Just didn't bother putting in the remake, but I guess they'd have to put it in the story, and that'd be weird. But Pikmin 4 has no such problems. They do really want to Pikmin 4. So I feel like that one's an easy candidate. I actually don't remember what it moved now at this point. Everybody went to Switch. I don't know about it, but I have to imagine this One Two Switch sequel is cut from the same cloth as the original. Um, and then also has a lot of features that are like anti-compatible with the Switch 2. At least enough features anti-compatible with the Switch 2. Not warrant it getting a special version. I mean, the Switch One Two Switch didn't sell well. The launch game, the on Nintendo Switch launch, where like 5 games came out. You better believe the 2023 sequel is doing even worse numbers. And Detective Pikachu Returns, again, Pokemon Company, they don't care about this spin-off. But hey, if I were the dude to make Detective Pikachu Returns, I wouldn't care either. I don't know what the point of this game in general was. So the prospect of it getting a Switch 2 version is it's laughable to me. So no. Then Mario vs. Donkey Kong, this is a Game Boy Advance game. They could add more stuff to it, but I feel like if they're adding more stuff to it, they would have just done it the first time around. And maybe they did, I have no idea. But I think I'm with Peach in either or. I don't know if the structure of that game supports DLC, to be honest. Additional content. It's technically no these are I'm calling them DLC throughout this video because that's essentially what they are. Like additional content, you buy it, bada bing. There's some extra patches and added features and stuff here for a lot of these. But that's what this tier of games is for. So I no, it's not. It's not happening. It's another eShop game. I mean, it's literally a compilation of NES games. It's like NES Remix 3.25 or whatever. I don't think that's getting anything. Probably not this. Actually, I don't remember what that is. You know what? I'll consider Sega chill enough to free patch Monkey Ball. Is Banana Rumble a new game? No, Banana Mania was the remake. Okay. Yeah. Zelda's already confirmed to be getting an upgrade patch. Um, Mario and Luigi Brothers ship. I actually don't remember who made. I mean, I was gonna say previous Mario and Luigi releases have had extra stuff in them, but those are by Alpha Dream, who no longer exists. So I don't know. I don't know, man. And fitness boxing, it's the newest in the fitness boxing trilogy. Why not? Why not? Sure, I'll get it together. All right. there's a couple things around here. I mean, it's last updated in uh, December, or maybe perhaps even if this person's from Europe, last updated in September. That's right. Um, yeah, but that's the whole list. I'm really umming and on at the final stretch here. But yeah, this is a decent collection of stuff. Your notable third parties. I feel like the third parties there would be bothering to port at all. Like, yeah, like I don't think the Wonderful 101 re-release is getting anything. But like, I guess who knows, man. And even the stuff I would consider the most plausible is not like locked in. You know what I mean? I literally put nothing in that tier and then proceeded to delete it. So you get what I'm saying. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna end the video at this point. Toodaloo! I'm the Goblin Man.